In a small, picturesque town nestled between lush green hills, there lived a young woman named Mira. Mira was known to her friends and family as a dreamer, a woman who carried dreams in her heart as the autumn leaves carried whispers in the wind. She had aspirations of opening her own bookstore in the town center, a place where stories would come alive, and where people could lose themselves in worlds entirely different from their own. Despite her enthusiasm, the journey toward her dream was fraught with obstacles. The old, abandoned building she had her eye on was crumbling, needing repairs that stretched beyond her humble savings. When she approached the bank for a loan, she was met with skepticism and rejection. Her friends suggested abandoning the endeavor, and even her family viewed her aspiration as a naive fancy, something that seemed charming but impossible. And still, Mira clung to her vision. Mira, her best friend Jonah, said one evening over coffee, "It's admirable how much you believe in this bookstore idea. But don't you think it's time to consider something more achievable?" Mira smiled. "As long as I strive, Jonas, I will succeed. As long as I strive, I will achieve my goal. Just keep going, right? There's only a little left." Jonas sighed, but he could see the determination burning in her eyes like a lighthouse through fog. Undeterred by the naysayers, Mira took on odd jobs throughout the town, saving every penny she could. She worked tirelessly, delivering newspapers at dawn, waitressing in the afternoon, and tutoring students in the evening. Her relentless efforts started to attract attention, and slowly, the townsfolk began to rally around her tenacity. Small acts of kindness emerged. Don, the local handyman, volunteered to help her with repairs, while Emma, the retired librarian, offered her old books to start her collection. The recognition of her work ethic began to ripple through the community. As the weeks passed, they didn't see a day when Mira wasn't striving, wasn't pushing herself closer to her dream, not even for a moment. Then came the day of the festival, an annual event that turned the town square into a bustling hub of excitement. During this festival, each stall owner contributed a portion of their earnings to a community fund that would support local projects. Mira seized on this opportunity, setting up a modest stall to sell homemade bookmarks and handmade journals crafted during her spare moments. That evening, as the festival lights glistened and the townspeople gathered, the mayor took to the stage. "Ladies and gentlemen," his voice echoed, "we have seen the passion and dedication of someone in our community who has refused to give up, against all odds. Her determination is an inspiration to us all." The crowd murmured, and Mira's heart leapt as her name was announced. The nature of her community spirit, along with the weight of her hard work, had earned her the funds needed to finally purchase and renovate the building. As Mira stood on the stage, the festival's glow shimmering around her, she felt the warmth of her dream finally within her grasp. Her journey, long and challenging, had been one filled with doubt, but it had also been fueled by an unwavering belief. "As long as you try," she spoke into the microphone, "you will surely succeed. As long as you strive, you will achieve your goal. Just keep going, there is only a little left." The crowd burst into applause, their cheers weaving into the night air. Months later, Mira's bookstore opened its doors to the public, a haven of tales and a tangible testament to the power of perseverance. People from all around gathered to read, share stories, and celebrate the spirit of community that had made it all possible.